I think that's fair. Okay. My lips are sticky. Why are my lips sticky?
Hot takes. A lot of you got them, so
Hot takes. A lot of you got them. That is such a jump scare thing. Lean my head up. What you got, the bunny?
hot takes. A lot.
Hello, everyone. I promise I'm not ignoring you. It's typing in a side channel. Production to show things. I'm setting up the content. Same rules from yesterday apply to here today. Exclamation mark, pause. Those are 2 E's, Carl. Same concept is in effect. No, we'll definitely have a time that night. Okay. Where's my chat bar? There we go. I need to stop putting sugar. That goddamn tea. Put so much goddamn sugar in that goddamn tea. Okay. That's done. That's pinned. We That's my fault. That number 4 is so valid. That's my fault ultimately. But I gotta accept that. Damn, you need to be understood! Yeah. Okay. All these are reasonable. Ow. Fuck. Yeah. Ah, fuck. I'm just a broken creature. I'm just a broken creature. Absolutely busted. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Back in this shit again. On another day of VSChat, boys. Need to finish one more link and finish this stuff over here, and we will begin. Womp 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 womp. We bo we yo. Who is this? You serve a zero purpose. Zero purpose. And should find better outlet for your antisocial myopathy. Meat. I should really start encouraging more people to use fan art. More more for the pictures that I use for promoting links for the stream. The artistes amongst my audience really should be able to get to flex their meme muscles. I think it would be smart. I think. Okay, that should be everything. I really should get rid of these old headers. These old headers don't serve any purpose anymore. There we go. This we'll have to rework somehow. Maybe, probably. I don't even use this anymore. And then this is for the pre-roll. For the podcast. Okay. 4 scenes now. Anywho. Let's start the show. Once again, like I said, same rules for watch together applies. If you need to be abreast of what that is, exclamation mark pause. Let us begin.
How do you got?
Carl, you're stupid. Remember, you have to click on the thing because if you use microplayer, it does not actually pause.
So I took to social media to ask what's your best gaming hot take, and we're going to discuss them. But before we do, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below your best gaming hot take, and you might be featured in a future episode. Now, without further ado, let's see what type of tomfoolery we can get into. So our first hot take comes from God's Will, and he goes on to say, gamers should have had better behavior and hygiene by now. This gamer gave...
Stop it. No. Flat out rejection. I reject you and everything you represent and cause. And the reason why is because that's not even true. That ain't got nothing to do with Gamergate. And you guys know it. I need this for here. And here. Why is that sized like that? The amount and size it has to be affects the actual resolution in which you see it in. Which is why I'm pulling it up like that. Which unfortunately I do believe will affect it inside the second overlay. Actually it doesn't. Okay. So there are 50 billion things that are wrong with this take. Obviously, in and of itself, it's like, what the fuck do you mean? So, for this, and then it's all here. So like, off rip from starters, I really am not a fan of this particular argumentative talking point. Gamers should have had better behavior and hygiene by now. The gamers are not the problem. The gamers are not the ones that are having hygiene issues and problems. Like, Like, we can actually beat the con allegations, you see? Because, what do you mean by gamer? More importantly, Gamergate behavior and constant harassment is embarrassing. I can almost promise you, when you say gamer, you're not actually talking about the official group who's doing it. And without even needing to address the political side of the actual argumentation, what? Huh? If you are calling regular people gamers and the consumers of gamers, and the consumers of content that is game-natured gamers, you've already failed to identify the problem, which is why this shit continues. But, you know, that requires hard questions and hard answers. That's just crazy.
Behavior and constant harassment is embarrassing. Me personally, I agree. First of all, you're allowed to have different opinions than everybody else. I think the issue is it's the harassment, all the extras, calling people out of their name.
So every single person that has ever done that and is doing it right fucking now concerning Stellar Blade, are you gonna hold that same energy? If you can't hold that same energy, I don't want to fucking hear it. If you can't hold the same energy, I don't want to fucking hear it. And I know that you're not going to hold that same energy. Because you can't even define what you're talking about when you say gamers. So that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous on the face of it. And you know that it's ridiculous on the face of it. That's dumb. That's dumb.
I can't stress enough that we play video games, we're talking about video games, and I feel like somewhere along the lines we lost the plot on that. So yeah, I don't believe in like trying to silence people. Let people have their...
So the people who you're trying to, the person that you are currently fucking answering the thing of, they are actually looking to silence people with what they said. Because unfortunately, what they just did was they just tried to tone police and optics cook at the same time. There have been way too many situations where the supposed gamers being described were being called every single fucking insult under the sun. For the crime of, you know, remaining consistent that they don't like censorship. Literally, we discussed it yesterday. People describing that they don't like censorship were being mocked about, look, this is the censorship they're worried about, by the way. She's basically wearing a G-string, and all they did was add a piece of fabric. Interesting. Interesting. Same as it ever was. So it's like, if you actually don't understand what the argument is, I don't think you get to have this opinion. That's what my Roman Empire in this situation is. If you don't actually know the context behind what's being said or why it's being said, you cannot use blanket statements like this. Because that is an inability to do things. Bro, we're here to play video games. But we can't even play the video games because the motherfuckers are censoring them. But if I complain about the censorship, I'm harassing you. It's Gamergate behavior. Gamergate behavior is when you are a consistent critic of the things that you dislike and you're vocal about them. And then when you vocalize your distaste of them, people mock you for it. You try to have a conversation with them. They continue insulting you by calling you a Gamergator, thus associating you with a negative connotation. And then by associating you with that negative connotation and never also changing their mind. Because you have to also be willing to change your mind. If shit gets heated, regardless of whoever punches first, you're going to criticize the people who you're effectively saying are a problem and never take accountability, never just claims, never do any of that shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy on the face of it. And that's just the macro argument. That's just the macro argument. I can already see how it ends up happening. I can already cite 76 different situations that have already occurred because of that mentality alone. Never mind Gaming Circle Jerk. Never mind Reddit as a whole. Never mind the fucking bastions of Twitter as a whole. Never mind the individuals who are fueling the fire and stoking the animosities so they can so they can have the double standard to remain the ones that can say this but never smell the shit that they fucking shit. Never smell the shit that they shit out. Nose blind to your own arguments. Nose blind to your own arguments.
Their own opinion. It's just all the extra shit I don't agree with. I'm like, can y'all stop that? And for the hygiene, I think the real conversation we need to have the hygiene for, with what the hygiene is, I agree. Gamers' hygiene should have been gotten better. But the average gamer is 35, if you look it up. It's because a lot of gamers have grown up and a lot of you motherfuckers stink. So I gotta ask.
So that's just you just insulting people. What do you mean the average gamer is 35? What? Where does this number come from? And even then, I don't even need to use a number. I ain't gotta cite statistics. If they nasty, tell them to wash their ass. But you know where you start from? You don't start from, damn nigga, you nasty, wash your ass. Why are all y'all gamers always smelling like Cheeto dust and smegma? Hey, yo, fam, this is some speed spec. Why do I need that? My nigga, I'm gonna be with that ass. Flies are dropping out of the air around your head. They come to you and then I ain't trying to hold you like that. No, I'm just trying to look out for you. If they get crazy from there, by all means, I'ma join your ass. I got the rope right here. But what I ain't gonna let you do is just already off the gate be the worst fucking faith. Absolutely not. Because gamer is not person who plays games. First off, that should have been obvious. Gamer requires them to have a fucking stance. If they're just consuming games and playing games, that's not the same thing as being a gamer. And you know it. Because you just used gamer as a pejorative and as a group. I don't know, bro. Are you a gamer? Title of your video is Pro Gaming Ruin the Fun in Games. So, what is a pro gamer? Do you consider yourself one? Would you, outside of yourself, criticize yourself right now? Should you be guilty of the shit you're saying? If not, perhaps we want to redefine what these terms mean and use them accurately. Let's not play fast and loose. Let's not Mont and Bailey the words. Let's not. Let's absolutely not.
At what point are we gonna say, you know, we gotta stop bitching and complaining about some of these stereotypes that some of you refer to as the normies or mainstream people who don't play games?
Well, you see, if they walk into my house and they tell me I need to convert things in here to their standards, I'm gonna tell them to get the fuck out of my house. Especially if I built the shit brick by fucking brick. My house, my business, my groups, my associations, I'm gonna tell them to get the fuck out. They by no means have to associate with me. Hell, the space is a space for a reason. But I have authority over that space that I made. I have authority and will feel that I have a right to something that I helped build. And you don't get to tell me otherwise. I don't get to tell you otherwise for you build either. You see how that works? See how that works? If you don't, yeah. It's hard to do Robin Williams impressions when you have spit in your throat. Did you follow my rules? Do you want to work with me? Do you not tolerate what I have to say? Is this not my home? Is this not my space? You should have the right to guard your stance, by all means. I'm not gonna fucking ever judge or really hold somebody on that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call out bullshit. If you're being hypocritical and the standards that you hold yourself to are now permissed amongst a group of people who are somehow special, and I can never be allowed that, but if I were to judge you the way you judged me, and yet even in my space, I don't do to you what you did to me and yours, I think the problem does not belie with the gamers. I think it belies with a particular fucking problem, with a viewpoint, an opinion, an ascription to someone's character or otherwise. I think it has a lot more to do with that than it does anything else. I think it has a lot more to do with that than anything fucking else. And if we can't address that, if we can't admit that, if you can't be able to say, you know what, absolutely, yes I did. Yes I did do that. Then what the fuck are we talking about, nigga? What the fuck are we talking about? I'm not gonna allow somebody to try to gaslight it. I'm not gonna allow somebody to treat me like I don't have a fucking brain. I might not be the most important and most intelligent person, but motherfucker, I'm not stupid. If I can see what clearly looks like a Beretta in your pocket, and you keep scratching the edge of your pocket, hanging your hand out of your fucking pocket like such, I'm gonna tell you take your hands out of your fucking pockets. I know you have a gun. I'm not threatened and I'm not impressed by it. If you feel you gotta pull on me over some vocal shit, Ah, well, what kind of man are you? What kind of gamer are you? Because if I'm going to have a fight with somebody, if I come for a scrap, if I come for a fucking scrap, for a fucking shootout, if I come for a fucking shootout, I'm going to have a fucking shootout. But if I don't have my hands on my guns and you can see my guns on my hip, what the fuck are we reaching for? What are we reaching for? Is it that serious? Anywho.
When they make stereotypes about gamers, when are y'all gonna stop saying that, like, oh, that's mean, There's some truth to it. If you want people to stop saying these things about gamers, wash your fucking ass and stop saying
that it's the gamers. Individuals. We are individuals. If you're gonna use it as a pejorative and as a grouping term, you need to learn how to define what gamers you're kind of talking about. It's a subculture, sir.
Saying that it's not true, because I can't tell you how many times I've been to a gaming convention or a gaming event. It's like, yo, I'm not shaking.
So what kind of event? Name them. What kind of event? Name them. What kind of event? Name the event. Was it AWA? Was it Nauticon? Was it DragonCon? ImageCon? Was it an anime convention primarily that had a gaming room? Was it DreamHack? What was the event? Name the name. Name some names. Because if you walked into a gaming event and you're like, God damn, why do I already smell the Melee players in the gaming room? I haven't even walked 10 feet towards the entrance door. Then I'm going to have to say that perhaps, you are not truthfully being honest. Because, you're saying gamers, but what I'm hearing is weebs. You keep saying gamers, but what I'm hearing is Melee players. You keep saying gamers, but what I'm hearing is dusty niggas. You keep saying gamers, but what I'm hearing is male-oriented insults and criticisms. Of course, that's not to say that you don't have a gamer fail daughter that gets Otonoko down with the rest of us. But, you know, define your terms. Define your terms, nigga. Define your terms. I'm G-checking you. Define your terms, nigga.
Shaking your hand, I'm not trying to stand next to you. I don't care how much you love Mario, Baldur's Gate, whatever the fuck you are into. Wash your ass, and better yet, not only wash your ass, stop washing your ass with cheap shit. I'm passionate about this shit.
So, are you gonna give them money? Are you gonna come over and say, hey, yo, I'm gonna help you out? Cause, hey, I thought it was called Speed Stick, and it's not expensive. Get some deodorant, nigga. Get some deodorant, nigga. I thought that's what it was called. So here's a good example. I not only use cheap shit, I also use expensive shit. Like clinical extreme care. Are you gonna be willing to drop $15 at its greatest discount, $7 for a blanket generic brand clinical strength deodorant of a normal size? Matter of fact, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, the really fucked up part with clinical deodorant is that when you accidentally drop it, the way that I just did, you force too much product that falls off the top of the lid, which then spreads it all over the top of the cap, and just makes it oh so hard to use. Excuse me. As I accidentally almost violate terms of service on Twitch, let me step off camera and spread this on my body before I then put it in front of the camera face. There you go. In my hands, chat, I have something that me and my wife found one day when we went to Walmart from the clearance section. Clinical strength, fresh scent deodorant, 1.6 ounce, which is 4 to 5 grams. Spin turn, like 200 spin turns, something like this would last you about maybe 3 months with appropriate, accurate amounts. Because you don't need to use a lot, you only need a little. Like click, click, rub, click, click, rub. Even then, click, rub, click, rub. And then, comparative to this, still got a little bit of product left in this one too. Comparative to this, oh no, actually they're the same size. But they look like they're not. But this is the same amount of product. Secret, because realistically, men, if I should validate what he says, let me go to the different scene. If, ladies and gentlemen, I want to validate what he says, this right here, when I bought it, this secret clinical strength, because if you really want some shit that works, men, don't buy the male product, buy the female product. Yes, you're going to have to be spending for the fucking premium, because we know that they are overcharging these women. I know that they do. Because this, realistically, this is not gendered at all. But if you want to make it about gender, the female product, something like this is going to cost $11 to $15. And you heard me correct. This is 1.6 ounce. $10 to $15. Clearance, $7. Let's say you have 20 in your pocket. 2 dusty niggas that you're playing against in that tournament. Stink to high heaven. But fortunately for you, out of nowhere, you've got the Axe Pack. Carl, what's the Axe Pack? I'ma show y'all. Those of you who have ever gotten a Axe body kit, it comes with the gel, the spray for the finish. Also, you use this for the finish. Sprays like this are always meant to be used for the finish. They're not used for the stick on, because then you actually have a dry stick for it. Wet sticks can work, dry sticks can work. These 3 products together in a box set, realistically, you can get as cheap as $5 on clearance. For him, he'd say something like this is cheap, but this works. You know why it works best? Sink showers. The problem is not that niggas don't wash their ass. The problem is that niggas don't get the problem spots. Wash your pits. Wash your pits. Try to get all the dirt off your chest. When you wash yourself like that, the dirt is gonna, and I'm telling you some real shit. I had to learn this from a fitness friend of mine that went to my high school and then also went to the same college as I did. And he was working in managing health fitness and also exercise fitness. All that sweat particulate and all of that sweat residue, when you work out and you perspire throughout the day, from your head, from your scalp, all the way down your body, it's gonna accumulate all right there. Gotta wash it, gotta scrub it like it's nuclear grade radiation. These things right here, $5, but more than likely if you look, well actually look, but I'm gonna put these back first. Because you see me, for some people, what they get for Christmas, they get socks and shit. Me, I get Axe body kits. And to demonstrate so. Sometimes it was Axe. For the last 5 Christmases, I got the Old Spice normal sticks and like 1 stick of the new fucking Mr. Suave stick. They all came from a box set. That would be my phone vibrating on my desk telling me that it's now noon. They all came from a box set. They would be purchased by the family members who got them for me for like $5. And it was effective like getting a $100 care package. Because if you know how to use it, and you know how, and the majority you use it, it goes a very far way. And for the reasons I just said, we're going to Google the price on it. Axe Body Shower Kit. Bath and shower sets. Body skincare product. Let's see here. We're looking here on Amazon.com. Ironically enough, the number I said just now that we got it for discount was $5. Guess how much it costs? Just for what I showed you. Guess how much it costs for what I just showed you, chat? Guess. 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 15 or over? Ding, 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 Saffronet. Ding, ding, fucking ding, Bill. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it is. Right there. Look at them numbers. Look at them numbers. $32. $18. $34. $38. $38. $44. Let's see if we can find different ones. Gift set. This is the one that comes with the body wash and that little fucking scrubber. Still $18. Let's go to the Axe store. Let's go to their webpage. Let's look at the price, to the cost and price. Body wash, 19, 20, 31, 22. These are just for normal sticks. People who think that Axe is a cheap product, but really it's not. Not anymore. Back in my day, you could be able to get this shit for less than 15. Now you need 15 just to be able to get a double piece of a product. And I guess you'd be damned if you're allowed to have the single fucking thing. Even the fucking shower skin tool cleanser is fucking $20. At least this is Amazon prices, so this doesn't reflect something like Walmart. But, it'd be cheaper in store, guaranteed, yeah. I mean, Axe, Old Spice, Secret for Men. In fact, let me go grab it in the thing. Get it back up again and go grab another one. For me right now, this is what I got. That's Nivea for Men, sensitive skin. This is the equivalent of getting clinical strength deodorant for your body. This was $10. So if this is $10, and I found this on clearance for $7, if I got $20 in my pocket, and I really thought, for real, that the game room finna be kicking, I'm willing to drop $20 on the nigga. Are you willing to drop $20 on the nigga? No? Then let's not talk about people's hygiene. By all means, criticize it. But if you're not willing to say, hey, yo, you stink, nigga. Bro, I ain't got the money for this shit. Either it's me buying the shit you talking about or I don't pay my bills. Nigga, I guess I'm just gonna stink. I mean, shit, I'm actually competing in this tournament so I can get money. A word? Shit, nigga. Shoot, Negro, that's all you have to say. Go ahead and take these. Because I can get a motherfucker a fucking wash rag. And we can go to the bathroom. And I can let you borrow the shit. I ain't like one of the motherfuckers that's like, I can't let you use my deodorant. It's a whole thing. I will help you. That's who I am. What you mean? I got you. You gonna catch these hands in the next round of the tournament, nigga. But I want you clean and spiffy when I do. I want you at your maximum freshness and your maximum potential. This whole argument, realistically, dead ass, this whole argument about them being nasty, being dirty, being a bunch of closet, man cave incels, reject it. Wholesale. Gamers are probably some of the most cleanly and organized people in existence. Even if you were to look at some of the things in the state of this room, like over in this corner, over in this closet, it's not a mess. Things are up there and organized up there the way they're supposed to be. My other gaming collection, up there organized. Other possessions of mine, up there organized, or over in the other room where my suitcase is, organized to put away. A particular person who I had a interaction with from another server, I got to see his setup. His hair was nice. His beard was nice. His man cave, his workspace, which he clearly worked on for a while, was nice. And I complimented him on so. It wasn't because I needed to glaze niggas nuts, considering the situation it was. No. I legitimately said, goddamn, that's really good. Because you can learn a lot about a person from their setup. There's a lot of pride people have in what they choose to live in. This is both my bedroom and my workspace. I eat here and here. I sleep here and here. Even this, the only reason that these are here because I have a nephew. I guess now, if I ever take these down, I'll like put something much more easy up, like actual blackout curtains. Use this because that was actually what I had in my bedroom. Very big fan of The Lion King. Very big stage nerd. Very big dramatic show choir person. Because I am an actor after all. Voice actor and performer. But let's not get twisted on any of that shit. All these things you have to say about shit, this shit's not accurate. It's really not accurate. Because it's really not going to really get down to the bottom of the thing. Because that's like saying that you can't wash your ass. I can almost promise you, some of the people who say this shit, they can be some of the nastiest niggas in existence. And we know they can be. So let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not do that. You should have a base level amount of pride for the shit you saying. No. Let's not do that. No, sir.
Bro.
Gar, you did it again.
Bro, because I've been screaming the same thing. All this shit is fucking embarrassing.